Welcome to Team O'Neill. I'm Alan, and today we're going to take a look at the Subaru SI-Drive modes. We've got the intelligent mode, we've got the sport mode, and we've got the sport sharp mode. So we're going to try that out here on the snow and ice. But first thing I'm going to do before I get going here is I'm actually going to shut my traction control and the track mode off. So we're going to get rid of that, just holding on to the traction control button until we have just the traction control off. All right, so quickly talking about the different modes. When you're in intelligent mode and you look at the diagram, it's much more of a linear throttle input. It's not going to be as abrupt. It's going to give you really good gas mileage and not so much of a sporty effect. When you go to sport mode, now it increases. It ramps up the throttle input a little quicker at the throttle body to give you a little more punch. And then for the real fun stuff, you get into the sports sharp mode, and now that's basically going to really give you quick throttle response. It's going to open up that electronic throttle body much quicker than any other mode. So it's going to give you that kind of STI feel in your pants that we all like at that. So I'm going to try each one of these. A lot of times people start out, it's in the sports mode. So we're going to try that first. Again, controls off. My center diff is just set on auto right now, so I have that set on auto. So as I go along, the throttle feels pretty smooth coming into the throttle. Very controllable amount of throttle going in. It's not quick to respond, which is actually quite nice out here on the ice. Being as slippery as it is, having that nice smooth throttle input. So I do like that throttle response input on the ice. This time I'm going to bump it to intelligent mode. So this should be even a little bit more smoother on the throttle as we go through. So through, and again, I can actually give it a larger amount of throttle and I'm not getting as quick of a response. I mean, that's about half throttle there to get about the same response I was getting at quarter throttle on the sports mode. We're going to ramp it up a little bit more. So now we're going to the sports sharp mode. So this is going to give me the quickest throttle response as I get into the throttle. Should be interesting, maybe a little more tricky out here on the ice as we get going. There we go. So you can see now with that back into the sports sharp mode, oh yeah, she is really quick to get that throttle opened up. Very, very much faster. Makes it a little trickier out here to drive. You gotta be really on it, much faster, because it's gonna come around pretty quick. You see it really jumps up in the RPMs much faster than the other modes going through. So it's nice having those options. You know, this year I definitely want to be a little quicker, a few more cups of coffee when I'm in this mode here, as I'm going to get a lot more wheel spin than I did in the other modes. The other thing you may notice as you're driving, so I am in sports sharp mode, so if I set the throttle and now I go to a different mode, you'll actually feel the car slow down there a little bit. I didn't change the throttle any. Even going up through here, I'm going to put it in intelligent mode, which is going to give me the slower throttle response. Get up into second gear. So now I'm going to set my throttle and just bump it up. No, see, I didn't add any more throttle. I just went through the three modes. I went through intelligent mode, I went to the sports mode, you feel the car sped up a little bit. Then when I went to sports sharp mode, it sped up even quicker, and that was with no throttle adjustment on my part at all. So I think they all really have a good purpose. It's really nice to have these options in the car. If it's really slippery out, you know, just plain, you want some good gas mileage. It's nice to have the intelligent mode. Everything's nice and smooth. It's not very manic. It's controllable going through. If I, again, bump it up to the sports mode, that's going to give me a little more meat in the throttle going up through. As you see, a little quicker to respond. So now we'll go back up into sports sharp mode. And now, yeah, this is, hey, I'm going to have a good time now. I'm going to burn up a lot of fuel here going through, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So this is mode here. You want to make sure, you know, you're ready for it. It's a little more manic. It's got that good STI feel to it coming in. And also on this ice, it goes to wheel spin much, much faster. Trying to keep ahead of it is pretty quick. So being smooth on the throttle. I'm barely using any throttle at all. It's right there. It's extremely responsive to my inputs and just makes it a lot of fun. So there you have it. So hopefully this helps clear up a little bit how the STI drive modes work, what they actually do in the car itself, where they would be useful. I think for me, when it's real icy and slippery, it's nice to have the intelligent mode. It's nice to be able to kind of slow that throttle down a little bit to maintain grip. And then also having all the way up to the sports sharp mode where you got much faster, crisper throttle response. And just that's where it gives you a good time driving through. So it's really a nice system. I like the way it works. So if you like these types of videos, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, go to the comment modes. We'll get back to you as quickly as we can. And if you like these videos, again, subscribe to our channel so we'll get more. Thank you.